to do one tiny little piece of this mansion that I'm about to do. Okay. I am pretty sure this is going to be a giant project. So I have a couple of supplies here that I need. I'll explain these in a little bit. But I have some heavyweight stabilizer. And there's Wonder Under on it, which is activated by heat, so I'm doubting that it's on there. But it is. Okay. And it's on both sides. It's on this side and it's on this side. I might as well fuse them together now. Actually, no. I'm not. Make a sticky mess that way. So I have my hoop ready. I have my my pattern loaded. Okay, so I'm also on YouTube, so that would be a place that you could also go if you want. I will be posting this video later on YouTube, okay? All right. Stay hydrated. All right. Bring you over to the machine. Okay. I am going to load the hoop. Now there's a few steps that it's got to do, and my machine is at a strange angle, so. Here's a little lantern I made yesterday. Isn't that cute? Put a little light in there. Look. Isn't that pretty? Thank you for the likes. And this is what I did yesterday. So it's a nice little tea light, lantern. So today is going to be, we're just going to start this mansion. And it's probably going to be a long process. But it looks super fun. And this is what we're going to make right here. Oops. See it? There we go. So that's what I'm going to make today. And I don't know which piece I'm doing right now. It's one of these pieces. This also has a light underneath you, and the light will shine through all the little windows. So ask me about my tabby. It's nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. All right. Make sure I have a bobbin. Yep, full bobbin. And this feels kind of loose. Just put that in here. Okay, so just like regular freestanding lace, we're going to have a placement line and some cutting and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to move my table. All right, now I have my pieces ready. So these are my pieces. It's just going to be 2 colors right now. Just 2. All right. Oh, goodness. I'm going to move you to the side. Here you go. Okay. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. The view on YouTube is probably better. But Yeah, I'm getting stuff set up right here. Okay. Thank you for all the likes. Dang. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. All right. So I have my little applique scissors so I can trim. And I've got the purple loaded, and this is a tiny piece. It's not very big. Oh, come on. That's an auspicious start. Why did it break? I'm not sure. There's always question marks. You know, why something broke. I don't know. We'll try to continue. All right. Let's start. I slow it down a little. But you see how tiny this is? This is super tiny. Alright, now I think I need to trim this. Okay, that was my iron. Alright. Thank you for the rose. Alright. I need to cut this piece. This is the foundation. So it's just a plain little... I'm excited to see how this works. Now, look, this is the very first piece I'm doing, so I'm gonna fumble through this with all of you. Okay, so now this has got the little placement, so I'm gonna stick this here, and it's going to sew this down. Okay, that went around the window. Okay. Now, thank you for joining today. I hope you're all having a really fun Saturday. This is going to be a haunted house. And it's sewing now. This is a water soluble stabilizer, so when I rinse it with water, it goes away. And I have been, so this is the pattern that I have right here. This is the mirror version, and the actual color fabric is here. This one I haven't trimmed out. So I'm gonna try it both ways. One with it trimmed out and one with it without it trimmed out. We're gonna see how it goes, because this is gonna give me a stitch, which is the applique stitch. So now it's gonna sew a placement for this piece. So I'm just doing the two colors anyway. And this is what I did yesterday, in case you were wondering. I was live yesterday when I did this, and this is how it turned out. I think it turned out cute. I don't know if you can see it on TikTok, but you can definitely see it on YouTube. All right. So, let's see. This. So since I already cut these out, that might be an issue as far as like placing it. So I think I'm gonna err on the side that it might be better to not trim it. Not sure. Okay, so this is gonna stitch 2 lines. So the first one is the very outside that I'm gonna clip or cut all the way to that second line. Okay, I'm gonna put YouTube in here a little bit better. Okay, there is. Okay, so now I'm gonna trim this, and this is gonna involve a lot of taking this hoop out and trimming it. I got this. So I'm trimming up next to that stitching as close as possible. And I don't want to cut this. I want to avoid cutting the stabilizer. Now I should have this on a flat surface, and I should probably put that over here and cut it, which is why I have it set up that way. Put the lantern on this side. I'll show it to you again later. If you were in my live last night, you got to see a combination of all of the projects that I have been working on this season. So, not sure that you can really see what I'm doing here, but let's see, I can push this back just a little bit. Okay. Alright, this is going to be my other piece, this purple. Set that aside. All the way up to that stitching. Alright. This looks like extra. I think I need to trim that. That looks like extra. I don't think there should be anything extra. Same over here. So this pattern says 26 minutes, but because I have to stop and start, this is gonna take more than 26 minutes. So I'm just curious. I'm excited about this. It might be a disaster. Don't know until I try to put it together. And at that point, we don't know. All right, so this is the piece right here. The only reason this is here is so I know that this piece of fabric is big enough. So now we're gonna see if I don't cut this out, you know, what this is like. So just make sure that it is covering that, covering this. Okay, so again, it's gonna do two times around. One just a scant inside the other one. I like this color. This thread is pretty too, because I think it's gonna look nice with the detail that's gonna go on here. All right. I don't know if you can see on YouTube. All right. I am on YouTube. I feel like I need more room. So I'm going to pull this forward and push my machine back a little bit. gonna make sure that my arm on this doesn't interfere with anything. So, okay. Now it's time to try this. Okay, trimming as close to that thread as possible. And it says in the instructions it does too like that because you might actually cut some of that thread because you're cutting all the way up to the edge. Boy, this piece is going to be very sturdy. Okay, okay, that's looking good. Took a little bit of prep. Okay, so this is where I'm just going to cut it straight across and get those pieces all the way across. All right. All right, now try not to cut the window out. I'm cutting the window out, but I just don't want to cut the stabilizer underneath. If I do, I have a plan. I have a plan. Okay. It is cold today. What is the temperature where you are? I think it's like 40 something here today. All right. That worked okay. There's a window. It'll sew lace over that. One of the steps. The thing I like about this pattern is, well, first of all, it's creepy and fun. And there's a whole set. So you know those things like winter, like, you know, the Winter Village and stuff like that? This is the Halloween version. Ah! I think I trimmed the stabilizer. Maybe just a little. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now the next thing it's going to do is sew the little bricks and stuff on it. Okay, so it's actually going to do some embroidery on here. And I don't have to match the bobbin thread to the top, I don't think. Wait, I guess I didn't think about this. I guess when I do the windows, I will. I don't know. I gotta look. There's a booklet online, and it is 281 pages long because it has all of the instructions for all of the houses. There's the pattern pieces I printed. Here's the instructions to put them together. That's for putting it together. I'm going to see what it says about thread. Okay, so it's trim, trim, trim. Sewing details. Yeah, I have to match the bobbin thread to the upper thread. I don't know if I had to do that all the way through. Okay. Learning together. Learning together. All right, so that did brick. Now the rest of it, the next one is a gray, and I didn't pick out a gray. Need to pick out a gray. Maybe I'll put a taupe instead of a gray. Or white, just simply white. No, white's not going to show up against the mirror, so it's kind of a taupe color. Not sure. What do you say? Taupe or gray? If I'm doing gray, I have to wind up bobbin. Okay, getting the bobbin ready. I'm going to fill this bobbin. I might actually do 2 machines at a time, but right now I'm just learning. All right, that bobbin is winding. I think gray is better. Thank you for all the likes. Are we trying to get to 2,000 likes? Look at the lantern we made. That is cool. I need a tea light. Yeah, okay. All right, I have to take out the bobbin thread, which is just a plain black. But because this is going to sew over the window, it has to match. And I hope it's dark enough. I don't know, like spider webs, right? Is that going to be dark enough? I'm going to refer to the picture. Okay, picture. Let's see. Because all of these are going to have lights under them. And they can all have lights. I'm just trying to find pictures of what this looks like. All right, gotta see what they're using. I'm trying to follow kind of what they're doing. I think a gray is going to be okay. But I think it needs to be, might need to be darker. I'm afraid if I start with this and it's not dark enough, I'm gonna have to make another piece. On theirs, it looks like. Now let me go to the piece that I'm doing. I mean, they're using a lot of gray. And it looks like the windows are white and a dark gray. All right, I'm looking. This is the assembly, but down at the bottom, let's see. I'm trying to find the piece that I'm actually working on. And I think it's the bottom floor, but it's right there. I think it needs to be darker gray. Because all those, that doesn't look dark enough. All right, I'm going back to find another gray. I think I like this one better. What do you think? Type in the chat. Now I have to wind another bobbin, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna stretch. Like this, stretch. This is taking a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna like this silver, I think, better. Have you got any questions? You know, I'm probably gonna need more thread. This is going to be a very thread, I don't know, it's really going to take all of the thread that I have in this color. It's alright. What else am I doing with it? Okay. Matching thread in the bottom. This is how you get the lace. It has to match. Thread. Anybody in here sew? Anybody in here sewing? Sewing along, embroidering, doing a project? Are you working on a project? This is kind of like having a friend over and you're working together on something. I'm doing something different than you are, and I'm just having a chat. All right. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully I did this right. I'm looking at the stabilizer, you know. The window should be covered completely with some lace. I think, looking at it, there's going to be a wide open spot. So the lace is going to be all raggedy in there. I'm also live on YouTube, so if you are hanging out and you'd rather watch on YouTube, feel free to head over there. I do live simultaneously so that I can just post this video when I'm done on YouTube. I don't know why this is setting weird. There we go. Much better. Now you can see it. Thank you for the follow, Rochelle. Or is it Rachel? Sorry. Rachel. Alright. If you follow me on TikTok, please consider following me on YouTube as well. While this is sewing, I should be preparing some more pieces. Okay. Broke the thread. I actually might switch to, this is rayon thread. I might switch to polyester thread just because it's stronger and there's less thread breakage. What happened? Okay. We're gonna have to have words. Did it thread? It threads. Okay. Nope. Okay, something's the matter with the bobbin, I think. No. All right, troubleshoot, rethread everything. Start with that. So rethread the bobbin, start over with the thread. Thanks for joining me today and hanging out. All right, let's see if we can get this to go. Must have been the bobbin. I'm not making this, but this is cute. I love it. I'm going to put a light under. Isn't that cute? So pretty. I mean, this side's lace, and this side is appliqué. I'm glad I went with the darker gray. I do feel like though that this piece might be a little intense as far as like how thick it is. Because I definitely will get a tea light for it. I am creating, hello Connie, I am creating a mansion. It's a spooky mansion. Okay, so this color is going to be white. Okay, I'm understanding this now. Yeah, I have this giant pattern that I'm gonna make, and it looks like this. Okay, and this is just like one wall out of these three houses. So I can't see the wall at the moment, but there it is. Yeah, it's cute. I mean, it's gonna take a minute. And a lot of it is I'm just prepping. So it'll go a lot faster when I have my bobbins full. So I plan on this taking hours and hours. I would probably run both machines, but I only had this one piece prepared, just kind of as a practice, just to see how it was gonna go. And I will prepare one more piece for the hoop from beginning to end so that you can see the process. But feel free to join me on YouTube. I think the video is better on YouTube. It's up closer. All right. Okay, good to go. All right, so this is gonna sew the rest of the window area. And that's why I had to match the thread, because that's gonna be the part that's joining up the rest of the window. So this is gonna be a giant tea light as well. It's part of a village. It's part of a giant haunted village. And I'm thinking maybe I'll make one piece a year until I have the whole village done. Now this is what I did yesterday. And this took an hour and a half or two to make. I think it turned out cute. I'll make more of those. So where is everyone from and what is the temperature? I always ask this question. Okay, I'm looking for the next file. All right, this is black, I believe. And this won't have to match, so I can put my regular bobbin back in. Even though this is just black thread for the bobbin anyway. All right, it's a mass of threads in here. There is thread everywhere. There's thread in the casters of my chair, and it is all over the floor and all over the table. See this thread? All this thread. See this? I have 3 trash cans in here and I never have enough. Okay. Do you see this little window? How cute is that? Now that is going to have nothing. All of that will go away. This one is, there's thread here. So this has a nice little edge. That's really cute, right? One side. All right, putting black. All right. Alright, so this is going to do a little kind of dirt on the bottom. A bit of black. And the next colors, we're going back to the gray. Okay, we're going back to the gray. And that's going to do panels here. And then it's going to do a line here to cover from the stone and the dirt. It's also going to be lines. You know, I don't think that is the same gray. I think it's a different gray. Let me check my color list. Yeah, it's a different gray. All right, it has to be a darker gray than that, but not black. Darker gray, but not black. I mean, it might as well be black, really. This. I think it'll be all right. This is going to be a really strange mansion. Maybe the sides don't match. Maybe the colors don't match exactly. You know? Gonna be in so awe of it, it's gonna be absolutely crazy. All right. Can I see that? It's subtle. It looks like siding to me, I guess. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Can you see it? I know YouTube can see it. down a little bit. Is that better? Okay, so from the beginning of this, not including the time that it took to cut the pieces, it's been almost an hour. Okay, it's ready for the next color. It's gonna have black going all the way around all the edges, and then it's gonna do a couple of buttons over here, but no loops. I think that's interesting. There's not gonna be any loops. Not sure what kind of magic that's gonna be. Oh, there we go. All right, so now it's just gonna sew all the way around. I'm gonna make this really thick edge. Okay, so it's doing the button first. And that's what this is. That holds this together. Okay, it's sewing this little part here. I need a tea light for this. Cool, right? Okay. Now, while that's sewing the edge, I think I'm gonna take it over to the table and prepare the other pieces. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. Here's my table. This is my ironing pad. This is the piece we're going to do, I think. And it says fiber form, which is it's just white and it's made out of this. So I just want to cut this out. Oh, and I do want to show you the stack of pieces. Okay, so all of these pieces. Let's see, is this a repeat of this one? No, it's different, like just a little. Okay. All of these pieces, just flipping through. Okay, so we're talking about a while. I probably won't do all of it online. Okay, just want to give you an idea how it's going. So I'm going to cut out this pattern and I'm going to glue it to this white right here. Oh, I need to fuse these two things together. That's why I have my iron here. This is 2 pieces of heavy or medium weight stabilizer, and then I put some this Wonder Under transfer web, and that helps it stick together until I can get it in the machine. So I'm just gonna use this together. There's some on this side as well, and that's where the fabric goes. We'll look at what colors I'm looking at. All right. I need to print this this manual, this monster manual. Okay, so I'm going to look it up. Okay, this is one of them. All right. Thank you for contributing to the live goal. Thank you for the pink shoes, Keisha. It's nice to see you. See you in the chat. Okay, we're making a haunted house. Let's see, this would be piece 2, which it needs to tell me what colors. I don't know if it does. Oh gosh, no. I did this. I have to look at the color guide, and I can't remember if it's at the top or the bottom. So it shows you what each piece looks like. There we go. There's what each piece looks like. And Okay, this is what's in the machine right now, this one. And this is the one I'm getting ready to do. So I need green, black, purple. So this is going to be green. And this is the fiber form. And I need to find the other page. So it would be page 40, oops. I think it was on the other page. It's not like I have too much on my table, really. That's page 52. Maybe I need page 42, but I think I already did page 42. And the other piece is missing. And I think I might have used it earlier, and thinking I didn't need it. And I found it. Okay, this one and this one. So that's going to be green. This is going to be purple. And this is going to be black. Okay? Got my pieces ready. Thank you for joining, and if you are just joining, I am making a very complicated pattern. And if you want to head over to YouTube, I think it's a larger view. All right. So I've got some black over here. Now this isn't going to have any color. Okay, so I just need to make sure that this is going to be big enough to cover that whole piece. Okay, so approximation is fine. All right. And this is the purple, which I have a lot of. I need to cut just a hunk off. So I don't have to have this giant piece of paper right here. Okay. All right. That piece behind me is done. Okay. Now I want to make sure that purple, I'll just cut this a piece like this. I chose this because it doesn't have a direction. Alright, I'm going to give myself a piece of green. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I have had this fabric for so long. Probably since the 90s. You know, it's been in my stash for a really long time. Okay. And I can put these larger pieces aside for now. Okay. So I have my purple. right here. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. All right, so I don't have to cut these precisely out because the machine is going to give me a die line, and so that I can cut it later as it's sewing. Okay, so I've got this. Take the purple out. So I think there are 20 pieces to this this house. Okay, so there's the purple. Where'd the black piece go? Okay, this is green. Well, I know this is big enough. Oh, there it is. So inside. I want to have it on the piece. I'm using my cutter for paper. It says craft. It says craft. Use craft cutter for craft. Don't use regular scissors for paper. No. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna iron that on there. This. I got purple. And this will be green. So I had to ban my cat from the sewing room because, well, at least from the table, because I had my cutter out and he jumped up here and touched the cutter with his paw, and there was drops of blood everywhere. And it was a very sharp blade, you know. So there was no way he didn't cut himself. So you see how this says mirrored? I'm going to put that on, you know, to make sure that this is the right size. Okay. This one doesn't matter so much as that one. Okay, so there's green. Okay. Now this is an ironing board. Very thick. Protect. All right. These are going to get sprayed on with the basting adhesive. Okay, these little pieces. So I'm going to set those aside. And these are going to get, I think I could probably go ahead and use this one. This is mirrored, but I'll try to fit them on here to conserve. Well, there we go. Black over there. Oh, this piece of purple is really big. Too big. I don't need it to be that big. I don't know why I cut such a big piece of purple. I did that recently with a different project, and I ended up running out of fabric because I was so generous with where I was, you know, how I was cutting it. Okay, so this is where I have to be careful about it mirrored. Okay, making sure it fits. Okay. Now I have Wonder Under on this side, so when I press my iron on here, it is going to fuse all of this stuff on here. Okay. My iron shut off, I think. There we go. All right. I just have to set the iron down for a second or two, and then I'll fuse it. I should have paper over this. Let me grab my paper. It'll protect my iron. There. I want that to move. I'll reposition these. There. All right, now I can press them, and I don't have to worry about the sticky getting on the bottom of my iron. Okay. Hopefully this comes off of here. Yeah, I didn't think about that. For future times, use a pressing cloth would probably be better. The only piece that really matters about is this one. I just don't want to rip that piece. These, it's just going to come off of the fabric, which is fine. Okay. Okay, next time I'll just cut around them so that there's fabric. Oh my gosh. So yeah, just a little learning curve here. It's fine. Next time I'll cut them out. Makes more sense. But like, you know, like this, and then I don't have as much glue hanging out. Of course, it doesn't matter much now, but I'm just gonna cut them apart. So I'm preparing, all I have to do with the colored pieces is cut them approximately the right size, because I'll put it in the machine will sew a stitch around it, and then I'll trim it. Like I did earlier in the video, you saw me with that in the machine. So this is just the preliminary stuff that I did before I put it in the machine to sew it earlier. So this piece is the base piece, and I'm cutting this out like this. And then for these pieces, I'm going to use an X-Acto knife. And because I pressed really hard with my X-Acto knife, I'm going to use this little portable. I guess this came from the Dollar Tree. It's just a little self-healing mat. Okay. And I'm going to cut these out. Thanks for hanging out today. It's nice to have company while I'm doing a project. Okay, I don't think I cut quite hard enough there. Do this one. Press firmly. I don't think I cut that out well. There's some edge here that's going to show. And I'll do this. All right. So there's the piece ready to go. Now this will sit this side up. This is the back. Okay. With the paper, because it says mirrored, then it's going to set this side up. All right. Now I don't have to prepare the pieces for these. Okay, I just have to remember this is the particular piece. I actually don't even have to use the spray. So all I have to do is load the pattern into my machine, which I think I had it ready to go. All right. So I'm gonna end here because I'm done with a whole cycle, and this is the piece that we did earlier. And all I have to do is take it out. And oh my gosh, I just thought of something. I need to write down the number of the piece that this is, because there are going to be so many. Actually, I don't have to. I can look at my little instruction book. Okay. So what I'll do is take this and soak it in some water. And I demonstrated that yesterday with the lantern, and that video is posted on YouTube. Just look at my live videos. That's where you're gonna find everything. Okay. This is just super cute. I love this. Okay. I have to take some of this off of here because it's just too cute. Okay, let me take my little X-Acto knife and trim away. Because this is really just gets all gummy. It's kind of like, I don't know, like glue feeling, like just feels like jello kind of, like, I don't know. All right. Do you see this? It's a cracked window. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it. All right. And then this right here is a screen. Okay, look, I'm gonna get my phone again so you can get the full effect here. Okay. Look at that. Let's go like this. How cute! How cute is this? Can you see that? There's gonna be a little screen here that'll go away. Okay, so there it is. That's my first little piece of the house. And then this was yesterday. Okay. Freestanding lace on this side. And freestanding applique on this side, and I poked holes. Okay. I hope you've had a good time. I am going to end my stream here, and I will see you next time. And thank you for joining me on YouTube if you are on YouTube. And thank you for joining me on TikTok if you were there. And I will see you next time.